If you are a beginner day trader, or quite frankly, maybe you're just struggling with your trading, then I want to share with you a great indicator that I think is fantastic to get started with. It's very straightforward and it is very simplistic, yet it can have some very, very solid results. And that's what I want to show you here. I'm not going to talk in theory like a textbook would. I'm going to walk you through how to set it up and then show you how it plays out in the real world of trading using some of my personal results. So let's first go to my desktop and my platform, and I'll show you exactly how I implement this. So what we're looking at here is my platform, and it is Webull in case you're interested. And the first dynamic that we need, or that I want to point out, is a difference in colors. Over here you can see a black, and then here you see this big old gray. And the gray is what we care about because this is what's showing both after hours trading and pre-market. And depending on how new you are, yes, the market's open 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern, but before the market opens, you have something known as pre-market trading. And then even after the market closes at 4 p.m. Eastern, you have something called after hours trading. And that is what the gray is representing here on my platform. So all you're gonna do is I want you to map out as high as the price went and then as low as the price went during this gray period. Again, that is during pre-market and then after hours. So in this situation, the price went up high as right there of 472.87, which you can see right there. And then also mark out the lowest it went. And the lowest it went was all the way down here at 470.25. And that's it. These are the indicators that I want you to point out, what is known as the overnight high and the overnight low. Now, I know sometimes people think indicators and you're thinking the MACD or the RSI or Bollinger Bands, and those are all indicators, but indicators at the core are based off of the price. If you look at any of their formulas, I'm not asking you to take my word for it, just go and look at their mathematical formulas and you'll see they're all being dictated by the price of the asset. So this is still an indicator, just a very, very simplistic, straightforward representation of the indicator. All we're looking at, all we're using is the price and then the context of, well, what was this price doing in that pre-market and after hour session? Like I said, that gray portion that you just looked at. So yes, price in and of itself is an indicator. Some would argue the most important indicator because the price, it is what it is, and that's what's gonna either make or lose your money. But yes, the indicator being the overnight high or the overnight low. And as you just saw there, we marked them out. But let's see how this now translates into the real world of trading. So this is what I did during the morning session that you just saw. But now let's look at how things played out. So 470.25, that was the lowest it went during that session. So let's see how it went during trading. So here we are looking at my platform, and I want to point out a few things. First off, there we have that yellow line that you just saw me mark out, and you can't quite see the bottom of it because it's actually behind the actual price right now of what I'm trading, which is 470.21. But you remember that number as 470.25, again, represented by that yellow line. And you can see right here that the price is actually slightly below it. But the idea here is that that overnight low could very well act as a support, meaning you could see some buyers there and buyers can cause bounces. So that's the logic here. Very straightforward, very simplistic, but like I said, that's why it's a great one to get started with. So I'm thinking this could act as a support, and supports are not exact specific levels. There's a range element associated with them. So yes, to be fair, the price is slightly below it by 4 cents, but still within the general area of that support. So that is why I am looking to buy what is known as a call option. Now this you can use this for anything. I'm just happening to use it with options. And very quickly, call option means I want to see the price go up. So I want to buy, and as soon as I buy, I want to see the price go up. So that's why I am looking to buy right now, because it's at that overnight low, which could act as a support. So you see that I have my order out there and I am trying to buy at $50.50. So that's the idea right here. The price, I've identified the overnight low. The price is now at that overnight low. So I think there's a good chance that it could bounce from there. So I'm trying to buy. Now you got to look very quickly moving forward, because this is going to all happen quite quick. So you're going to notice that this turns to green, meaning I have bought. And then you're going to see a white order show up here, which is representing me trying to sell. And you're going to see that that white order then turned to green very quickly, which means I was able to sell the position. So like I said, right now you're going to want to look down here. That'll change to green. A new white order will show up, and then that'll turn to green very quickly. But it's all based off of the fact that I am trying to buy at this area of support. So let me play the video. So I'm green. Wait for the white order to show up. There's the white order and out. And you can see right there, by buying off that support, a quick $100 score. Isn't that pretty wild? less than, I don't know, let's call it 2 seconds, and $100 in my pocket, all based off of that overnight low, which I showed you how to identify, thinking that could be a support. It did indeed act as support, got a slight bounce, and that slight bounce put $100 in my pocket. But I did decide to take one more. Okay, a little time has passed, but you can see once again, the candle and the price is approaching this yellow line here. So I'm thinking, you know, we're right back at that area of support. Let's give it another go. And I once again have the same exact order out at $50.50. So let's see how this played out. So real quick, I am in. So I've gotten filled, and you can see that this order here is in the process of going, and it'll be there as white. So let's keep it going, but I am filled. So there it's white. And out like that for another fast $50. So didn't want to go for 100 on that one. I thought, you know what, it's the third time. And if this thing decides it wants to actually finally break through that level, I wanted to err on the side of caution. So I was still confident, but not as confident. That's why I was only going for the $50. But once again, that overnight low there worked out very nicely. Now, the one thing that I'll admit I got wrong was both of those trades I should have held for a little while longer because there was a bigger bounce and I would have made more money. However, that's all hindsight because sometimes if you hold on a little bit longer, it ends up being a losing trade. So there's always a give and take in that regard. You got to kind of choose, are you going to do some sort of scalp? Or are you going to try to hold on for a little bit while longer? Sometimes you'll be glad you did what you did. Other times you'll be a little frustrated, but you got to always remind yourself, as after I remind myself, that is hindsight. But the core dynamic that I want to get across is that's the indicator that I was using. Identifying that overnight low and then identifying, you know what, looking like that could act as a support. With all that being said, please do not go out there and just start randomly doing this. I want you to practice. Hey, Clay, how can I practice? Well, you're going to need a demo platform. Where can I get a demo platform, paper trading platform, simulator platform? All those are the same thing. Well, I would recommend Webull, which is the platform you use. So not only do they offer great charts and they're always giving away promotions, but down here you can see right here they offer a paper trading platform. And that is something that I would highly, highly recommend doing. Don't just go and start randomly doing this. I want you to get some practice with it. And I will put a link down to the Webull below the video, and you can use them. If you like the charts or if you need a demo simulator platform, I mean, they offer everything in one package, and check that out. That is an affiliate link, so if you use it, yes, you'll get the promotion, whatever they're doing. Usually they're giving away free stock or money, but I'll also get something just for transparency's sake. But if you're looking for an easy way to help out the channel, just use that link. But that is what I would highly, highly recommend. Identify the overnight highs, the overnight lows, and then start to use those as both supports or resistance levels and form some trade plans around those as you just saw here. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions or anything like that, please leave those down below. But yeah, get out there and maybe just make your life a little simpler as a trader by using basic indicators like you saw here. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.